And what's good, everyone? Welcome in here once again to Behind the Arc Basketball. Appreciate you guys for stopping by, being a part here on the stream tonight. As the first game we just covered, Texas wins the Big 12 championship game. Now on to the ACC championship game. Florida State, the 2 seed, taking on Georgia Tech here as the 4 seed, as we welcome you guys right out into the stream. Crazy stuff going down. Georgetown has crushed Creighton tonight. The Big East tournament. Cinderella goes out to Georgetown, the 8 seed, leading with a minute and a half left to go, 73-46. Unbelievable. We'll keep you guys posted with scoreboard updates. Eastern Washington out in the Big Sky, leading Montana State 22-5 in the first half, and Ohio crushing Buffalo at halftime, 41-21 for the Ohio team, with Jacob Preston at. Back in November, they took Illinois right down to the final seconds. So we got back on the stream here. Vegas, Lost Pupper, Lucas, Spades. Goody, welcome in here once again. The Master, welcome back. Mario, crazy indeed. Mario going to take Florida State. Yeah, I'm going to predict Florida State as well, as Houston has just won over Memphis. 76-74 to final. What a fight, though, for Memphis. Will not be enough to get them into the tournament, though. Wow. So, craziness, of course, for college hoops going down here. Yes, I'll be covering the selection show for tomorrow. So, I'll be covering live reactions to the selection show. Tomorrow, 2 games, and then the selection show. SEC tournament final tomorrow. Alabama versus LSU. And then the Big Ten tournament final tomorrow after that one, with Illinois versus Ohio State. Should be a fun night tonight, though, as we wrap up tonight with the ACC tournament final. Yeah, totally agree there, Spade. Same with me, man. Said they got no shot, and Georgetown proved us all wrong. Whoever took Georgetown as their prediction for the Big East tournament, you're a genius. Because I don't think anybody saw that coming. Unbelievable. Coming off a 98-82 loss a week ago against UConn, I don't think anybody believed that Georgetown could win the Big East tournament. What time's the selection show? That is at 6 o'clock Eastern time. 73-48 in the final minute. Unbelievable. Creighton just could not hit their shots at all. They're highly reliant upon the 3. As Georgetown it's been official, but we knew about it. It's been like that for a long time. Creighton was just never been able to bounce back into that game, but now it's basically official as Georgetown has won over Creighton 73-48. It has gone final. Unbelievable. Jomo, welcome to the stream. Crazy. Unbelievable. Nobody saw that coming. Nobody. Preston predicting FSU 77-71. I like Florida State in this game as well. I'm going to take them by 7. 81-74 for my prediction. What's good? D-Wade back in the house once again. The Master taking Florida State by 12 as we get ready to tip this game off in just a moment. Georgia Tech going in the dark blue jerseys. White numbers, white letters for this matchup. Usually, I've only covered one Georgia Tech game before, so this is good for me to cover. A second Georgia Tech game. We'll see if we get some new people out here in the chat tonight. Vegas indeed is the MVP. D-Wade back in the house once again. Florida State white uniforms. Got a lot of mileage yesterday out of their 7'1" center. Went big and beat UNC with Balsa Kopsarisa leading the way in scoring yesterday. Having a great game, and they will go with him again tonight inside the starting 5. Florida State heads into this game 4.5-point favorites as they will go left to right in the court. Georgia Tech going right to left as we get ready to tip this one off right now at half court. Alexander, welcome to the stream here. A good W for Texas indeed as Darren is back. This game gets tipped off and Florida State controls the tip. D-Way going to go for Georgia Tech here tonight. FSU gets the basketball first possession. Raekwon Gray moves out to the right wing to Polite. Polite now has it, moves it back top of the key. They had 18 total turnovers yesterday. They passed it inside. Still able to find a way, beat UNC. Moves it around the perimeter. Shot fake, Raekwon Evans has it. They turn it over first possession. Here goes Georgia Tech driving inside, and they're going to lay it up and in. Good for 2. Oh, Georgia Tech coming out playing with a fire. You could tell right straight away with that layup as it went down by number 4, Jordan Usher. They're the number 10 team in the nation when it comes to steals per game. So this matchup actually, on some level, does favor Georgia Tech quite a bit. Top 10 in steals. Florida State having a lot of trouble turning over the basketball this season, though Georgia Tech having a lot of trouble with the rebounds. Last in the conference in rebounding, that pass deflected out of bounds by Georgia Tech, where Florida State has the size. So that's a couple keys of the game here. Georgia Tech, do not let Florida State beat you inside the interior and on the glass. For Florida State, cannot let the ball get turned over, because that's how Georgia Tech forces turnover. Scrappy defensive type of team. 19 minutes left to go. Inbound coming up for Florida State. They have it at the right wing. MJ Walker going to take it inside. Lost control of the basketball. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers by FSU. 19 minutes and counting down left to go. Georgia Tech now second possession. Bounce pass to the top of the key. Ball into the hands of Moses Wright, the ACC Player of the Year, on a tear as this team is on a 7-game winning streak. They pass it inside. Tears it down. Moses Wright with a two-handed jam. GT up by 4. 18.5 left to go. Florida State right corner. Double teamed. Lost it. Out of bounds. Turnover, maybe. Are they going to say the refs are discussing it's out of bounds? And turnover, Florida State. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers by FSU. Come on! This is not a Final Four team. This team right here, I predicted 1 month ago to be in my Final Four. No, this is not a Final Four team right now. Georgia Tech with the basketball. They're going to take it past half court. Terrible start for FSU. Georgia Tech at the right wing perimeter. Moves it out to the top of the key. GT has it. Now they take it inside. Dump off. Underneath over to DeVoe. DeVoe going to dribble it back. Over to the top here. Jacks up the 3. Missed it. Rattled out. Rebound Copsa-Risa for FSU. We'll see if they can get this possession correct. 3 straight turnovers in the first 3 possessions. Shot fake Raekwon Gray. Back out to the top of the key here for Evans. And he almost turned it over. Ball poked loose out of bounds. Georgia Tech tapped it out of bounds. What are you doing right now if you're Florida State? Get the handles together in this game here, FSU. This is atrocious basketball. I thought the last game yesterday was bad with their turnovers, but today, Georgia Tech has the matchup with the steals, and Florida State cannot handle it. They got multiple ball handlers on this team. This team is deep. Bills fan Neil liking the energy right now. I'm having the energy right now as Florida State not making it easy at all as they travel with it. 4 possessions, 4 turnovers, travel at the top of the key. Georgia Tech going to have the ball right back. This game is being handed to the Yellow Jackets straight off the tip right now. Georgia Tech's having this game handed over to them. It's Jose Alvarado. Takes it past half court. At the right wing perimeter. All the points have been scored off the turnovers. Georgia Tech moves it back over right wing. They pass it right corner. Right baseline dribble for the Yellow Jackets. Slides over left corner. Catch and shoot. Wide open. DeVoe missed it. Tipped out of bounds. Last touched. Out of bounds by Georgia Tech by Moses Wright. So FSU going to have it back with 17:29 left to go. Yeah, that's right. Texas just won with their energy, and Georgia Tech with their energy. Looking good so far. Florida State, we'll see if they can get this correct. Moves it out to the right wing perimeter. Back out left wing here, Scotty Barnes. Passes over mid-range, and that's no good. The tip in. Good for 2. That's where Florida State can win this matchup, is with their size. 4-2 to score. Florida State's good on the boards where Georgia Tech can win this matchup, forcing turnovers, and has already done that 4 times in the first 3 minutes. Georgia Tech now has the ball. Left wing perimeter, Moses Wright. Dribbles to the top of the key. 16:55 left to go. Right spin move. Shot fake, puts it up. It got blocked. Gets it right back, though, and we have stoppage in time. Tie up, I believe. Possession arrow, Georgia Tech. Wade, welcome on the stream here. Do I want Georgia Tech to win? I predicted Florida State for my prediction. Georgia Tech looking to be another shocking winner tonight, though. Florida State has prior ACC tournament experience, being in championship games like these in the tournament from previous years. Jumper, right baseline. Georgia Tech drills it. Good for 2. Goes down by Michael DeVoe. Georgia Tech, the upperclassmen littered on this roster here. And they're starting 5 with 4 seniors and 1 junior. That's why they're good this year. 16.5 left to go. Florida State now with the ball with Barnes. Barnes passes left wing. They'll jack up a 3 there. Red hot spot. That's where they drill it. Florida State good from 3. Georgia Tech has struggled this season defending the perimeter. Another matchup to watch out for in this game. 16-15 left to go. Georgia Tech pass underneath. They're going to slide it back, and that will go out of bounds. They stepped on the baseline. So Georgia Tech with their first turnover of the game. The Master going out for FSU tonight. A rough start by FSU, but they've battled back nicely here to draw within 1. Chance to take the lead this possession. Florida State has it approaching 6 minutes left to go. Basketball is basically like a game of a marathon. You never know when they turn it over. MJ Walker to the right of Tenor Gom. Passed it out of bounds off the entry pass. Turnovers are going to crush this team in March. 16 minutes left to go. Congrats to Patrick Ewing. Everybody doubted him. An unbelievable story that Georgetown won today. Georgia Tech now with the ball back. At the top of the key. They have it, ball into the hands of Moses Wright. He's guarded by Tenor Gom, and that's a foul call on the court. It's on Florida State with a reach-in, so the clock will stop. So a tale of 2 halves, we will see 6-5. 15:50 left to go as we settle into this one. Man, it's been a rough game. Florida State, if they keep on playing like this, they might get bounced out by Liberty first rounds. Because the turnovers are just... The turnovers are out of control. I had this team a couple weeks ago as a Final Four team. I love the athleticism. I love the depth of this team, but the turnovers here, if you match up with a team like Liberty, Liberty's going to control the game, make sure that Liberty is up, and keep them up, and have their defense to stop you, and that's where I don't like that matchup if they do take on Liberty in the first rounds. Yeah, Bills fan puts out here. Let's see. First 4 buys. Let's see what we got. Ooh, this changed. Yes. Yep, they're in the last 4 buys from Michigan State, UCLA, Syracuse, and Louisville. Joe Lunardi has Syracuse over Drake, Utah State, Wichita State, and St. Louis. Those are the last 4 in. And St. Louis looks like they probably are going to be out of the tournament. They got their spot taken away from Georgetown, but guess what? If LSU wins tomorrow, it could put St. Louis back in the bracket, because St. Louis beat Georgetown. That's the thing. St. Louis beat Georgetown, so St. Louis St. Louis beat LSU. St. Louis beat LSU, so they're rooting for LSU to win tomorrow SEC tournament game, because Georgetown stole their spot right now. So Georgetown going dancing. Quick scoreboard update for everybody here. Ohio crushing Buffalo MAC tournament game, 43-27. Eastern Washington Big Sky Championship game, leading Montana State, crushing them. 5 minutes left to go in the first. 31-13. Western Kentucky, the whole world is rooting for you. Another upset team potentially, leading North Texas, or taking on North Texas later tonight. That game's yet to tip off. It'll tip off in 15 minutes in the Conference USA Championship. Crazy to know that Georgetown is going sleeping, or going dancing in the bracket. Who plays tomorrow? Alabama, LSU, SEC tournament final. Houston versus Cincinnati in the American tournament final. Illinois versus Ohio State Big Ten championship. Atlantic 10 championship is with St. Bonaventure and VCU. And then Patriot League finals tomorrow is Loyola Maryland versus Colgate. ABC Def, welcome to the stream here. Definitely today's been a wild day. Crazy to know that Georgetown wins the Big East. Insane. Oregon State could potentially follow later tonight. Crazy. You honestly never know. If Goody's out here, let me know, Goody. Goody gotta... I like St. Bonaventure's defense tomorrow, too. If Goody's out here in the chat, let me know. There's a big transfer that Virginia Tech just picked up 5 minutes ago. I think you're going to like it. As Mike Young bringing in the transfers. 34-5 run. Unbelievable. 6-5 the score. We're back into it. Florida State already with 5 turnovers in the first 4 minutes. Georgia Tech now with the ball. At the top of the key. It is Jose Alvarado as he has it for the Yellow Jackets. He dribbles now at the right elbow. Takes the jumper over to Nargam, and he drills it. That's good for 2. So GT by 3. Yes, I'll be live tomorrow. SEC and Big Ten championship games in the Selection Sunday as well. Florida State now has the top of the key, MJ Walker. Florida State good from 3. Top team in the ACC. As they have it at the left wing with Anthony Polite. Dribbles left baseline. Polite has it. He is double teamed. Moves it over left baseline underneath. They'll sneak their way in there. MJ Walker floats it up. Missed the shot as Georgia Tech crowds the interior and the Yellow Jackets get the basketball back. 15 minutes left to go. Georgia Tech has it at the left wing. Moves out to the top. Straightaway 3. They'll take it. No good off the mark. Missed it out of bounds. Air ball by Jordan Usher to the left side of the rim as Florida State will have it back. FSU will get the ball back. They will dribble past half court, moves it out to the top of the key here for Florida State. Malik Osborne bounce past the left wing over to Sardar Calhoun. Pass over to the top to Barnes, moves it out right baseline. Turnaround jumper, they'll take it off the front rim, missed it. They do grab the offensive rebound. Kopsarisa puts one up, too high off the glass. The tip in, good for 2 though by FSU. The size, that's where things will have to live inside tonight for FSU in this game. They're going big with Basa Kopsarisa, 7'1" center, and able to tip it in for 2. He recorded yesterday 17 points. 7 for 11 with 11 rebounds and 4 blocks against UNC. 14 and a half left to go. Georgia Tech will get the ball right back. Georgia Tech inbounds. It's Moses Wright who puts the ball in the backcourt into the hands of DeVoe. DeVoe still looking to get past half court. Double teamed he does. Puts the ball into the hands of Wright. Yeah, I think that's shocking everybody. Like, nobody could believe that. I predicted Georgetown was going to win, but not like that. I thought it'd be like single digits. Yeah, Hartford beat UMass low, so Hartford gets their first ever NCAA tournament bid. Top of the key 3 missed by Georgia Tech. Defensive rebound picked up by Florida State. As they have it on the ground, that's a foul. Sardar Calhoun got the ball, and Georgia Tech picked up the foul from behind. Clock will stop with 14:05 left to go. After 4 straight turnovers in their first 4 possessions, Florida State has finally been able to settle in nicely with this team. They got to go inside, though. That's where the size advantage really favors them, especially if they do put Moses Wright into foul trouble. Once again, Florida State's going to go inside, and that'll be another whistle. A foul picked up inside the interior is going to send Anthony Polite to the line shooting 2. Yeah, correct. So those are all the auto bids today. They have Hartford, Norfolk State, Iona, Texas, San Diego State, Texas Southern, and Georgetown. And also Houston as well. Or no, Houston won the American Semi, so they play tomorrow against Cincinnati. That's right. Because Houston beat Memphis. So that championship's tomorrow for the American. And the free throw good at the line. They hit the shot before. It's 10-8. Yeah, still later games going on. Also Ohio is crushing Buffalo. 13:45 left to go. Georgia Tech has it. I think Eastern Washington's leading by a bunch in their game. Georgia Tech dribbles free throw circle. Bounce pass to the top of the key. They will dribble straight away. Floats up the shot. Hit the front rim. No good. They get the offensive rebound though. Pass out left corner. Moses Wright dribbles now with the ball. And the foul. Clock will stop with 13 and a half. It's going to be Florida State picks up the personal foul. 2 by Georgia Tech for fouls. 1 by Florida State so far. Hey, have a nice night, the Master. Yeah, they're reviewing something right now. If that ball hit the rim, it definitely hit the rim. Travis, welcome to the stream here. Like in Georgia Tech in this one, 76-69. Who does Florida State play if they win? They wrap up for the ACC title game. They'll most likely get a 4 seed, I predict. So they're probably going to play a team like like a team like Ohio, or a team maybe like a UC Santa Barbara, or maybe like Liberty. If they play against Liberty, that could be a scary matchup because Liberty's got a really good defense. Georgia Tech missed the floater. Rebound by FSU. Florida State passes right corner perimeter. Moves back out to the top to Anthony Polite. Polite now with the ball, moves it out left wing here. Back over to Polite at the left corner. His pass gets deflected, moves it back over to Barnes. Pass over to Calhoun. Calhoun dribbles top of the key straight away. Calhoun's shot got blocked up in the air. Georgia Tech going to come back with the basketball. Here goes the Yellow Jackets as they have it. DeVoe dribbles, spin move inside. Shot fake, passes back out to the left corner. Georgia Tech has the ball into the hands of Jose Alvarado. Back out to the top of the key to Parham. Bubba Parham going to hand it off to DeVoe. DeVoe at the top, guarded by Cope Zarisa. Now drives down the lane. DeVoe flings it back out left corner. 3 in the air. Missed it off the mark by Georgia Tech. They are struggling from 3 to start out this game for the Yellow Jackets. They are 0 for 5 to start out from 3. Florida State has it. Takes it inside, and they get called for the offensive foul. Michael DeVoe takes the charge. That is turnover number 6 tonight by Florida State. Scotty Barnes just runs right over Michael DeVoe, right into the lane as he takes the charge, sets his feet, gets position. Georgia Tech will have the ball back, trailing by 2. 12-10 left to go. When asked by Marco Anthony wore number 44, he said it was because of the Wendy's 4 for $4 deal. Wow, that is clever. Georgia Tech top of the key with the basketball as they dribble here with Alvarado. Moves it outside to DeVoe. DeVoe passes over left baseline to Moses Wright. Backs his way in there. Hook shot with the right hand. Missed it off the mark. Tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Georgia Tech. So FSU will have it back. 11:50 left remaining. The size for Florida State giving Georgia Tech a lot of problems so far in this game. Yellow Jackets can't drill a 3 so far. 0 for 5 from the perimeter. And they are currently 4 for 13 from the floor. We go on the timeout. FSU by 2. Georgia Tech in this game currently, the reason why they're down by 2 is because most of their buckets are off of turnovers by Florida State. Florida State has 6 total turnovers so far. They had 4 turnovers on their first 4 possessions. So the bid Steelers, we'll see if they can continue tonight. Oregon State taking on Colorado. A team to monitor, UC Santa Barbara. Taking on UC Irvine late game tonight in the Big West Tournament Final. 2 years ago, UC Irvine beat Kansas State in the first round. I would monitor that UCSB team. They could be dangerous. They got 2 top 100 recruits on their team as well. So, Liberty, I feel like Liberty would upset Virginia. I think Liberty would upset Virginia because both of them play at the same similar styles. Both of the slowest offensives as per adjusted tempo in all college basketball, and both of them defensive-minded teams for both Liberty and Virginia. So if that 13 versus 4 happens, I think Liberty can take Virginia in that game. Though for Florida State, I think they might have trouble with a team like UC Santa Barbara. That team is sneaky good there with a couple of explosive players on the roster. And they're good, I believe, from 3. So it all depends about the matchups that happen or so. If you're a team that doesn't turn it over much and does get steals per game like this Georgia Tech team does, that's where you have to watch out for. Quick scoreboard update right now for college hoops. Ohio leading Buffalo MAC tournament final 45-32. Eastern Washington leading Montana State in the Big Sky Championship game 35-20. Heading in just 1 minute left to go before halftime. And that's basically it right now. Only those 2 teams playing at the moment. And then later tonight will be tipping off in 5 minutes. The whole world's going to be keeping their eyes on Western Kentucky. Another potential bracket buster as they take on North Texas. As that game will tip off in 9 minutes from now for the Conference USA Championship. Western Kentucky, another potential bid stealer, most likely either a 12 or a 13 seed. And they are led by a potential first-round draft pick with their center, Charles Bassey, a 5-star recruit coming out of high school, 6'11" big, the player to monitor. (10-8) the score. We're going to get back to action here in just a moment. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate all for stopping by, being a part here tonight, covering play-by-play basketball games on Behind the Arc Basketball. We are back into it. It's going to be Florida State ball. Barnes, bounce pass to the right elbow. They move it inside off the cutter. Layup, good for two with a size advantage by Bolsa Kopsarisa. That could be the difference in this game, is inside the interior. With Florida State has a lot of size. Wilkes with assist. Kopsarisa just gets position. And that's the difference. 7-1 Kopsarisa, guarded by Moses Wright at 6'9". Moses Wright, the player of the year for the ACC. Incredible season, but he's got a tough matchup inside the interior because this Florida State team, they've got some size on this team. Hey, that's awesome, Paul B. Keep up the good work, man. 12-8 to score, 11:15 left to go. Georgia Tech has it, takes inside, and that will be the ball's on the ground, goes out of bounds. Turnover by Georgia Tech. Florida State stacked the box underneath and forced the turnover. So problems early on in this game for Florida State turning it over. They have completely gone in the right direction for this team. Has really settled in from when they started out the game, making constant turnover errors. 11 minutes left to go. It's 11 minutes remaining now. 12-8 to score. FSU has the top of the key. Barnes. Barnes moves it out right wing. Pass inside. Got deflected though. And that's turnover number 7. Stolen away by Georgia Tech. And as they will float up the shot. Missed the shot. Inside. Got the put back. And it's good for 2. Up and in. Right there by Moses Wright. 12-10 now to score. Wright's averaging 22 points per game in the last 5 games. Incredible story for him this season. Pass over to the left baseline. Shot fake as they have Raekwon Gray. Floats it up, and that is good at the baseline for Florida State. North Carolina was down by 13 in the first half. They came roaring back last night against Florida State. Florida State's had a couple of games this year that they have struggled in the second half, trying to control first half leads and beyond into the second half. Great perimeter passing, wide open triple, and Georgia Tech knocks it down for the 3, puts it 1-1. Their first 3 made it a game right there, straight away at the top of the key. Great ball movement. 10 minutes left to go. Kopsarisa, turnaround. Too strong off the backboard. Georgia Tech comes up with a defensive rebound. Here goes the Yellow Jackets. They're going to set it up. Kyle Sturdivant. Top of the key as he is guarded by Calhoun. Sturdivant dribbles towards his left. Passes off the cutter here to Usher. Puts it up. Hit the left side of the backboard. No good, and the blocking foul. It's going to send Jordan Usher to the free throw line for the Yellow Jackets. 2 shots. Clock will stop with 9:45. What a game, everyone. 1-point lead by FSU. It's going to be a close one tonight. Actually, they're going to say no free throws. I thought it was going to be a blocking foul, but no free throws. Instead, Georgia Tech gets the inbound. Shot fake. Passes out left wing. Usher has it, and that should be a foul. It will. It's on Raekwon Gray. He picks up the personal foul. Got completely faked out. It was off of a dribble, so that's Raekwon Gray's second personal foul. Who's going to win tomorrow? I predict tomorrow. I'm going to take Alabama tomorrow over LSU. And then I will take Illinois. Illinois looking so good. I will take Illinois tomorrow over Ohio State. I like the size of Illinois in that matchup. 9.5 left to go. They move it out right corner. 3 in the air. Georgia Tech missed it. Hit the front rim. 1 for 7 from 3 tonight. Rebound Florida State. 9:20 remaining. Passing on top. MJ Walker dribbles. Left elbow. Gets some space. Drills it by MJ Walker for the 2-pointer. 9 minutes left to go. Georgia Tech has the ball here, as they will take this one past half court with Sturdivant. Sturdivant now at the top of the key. Dribbles towards his right. Puts the ball around the perimeter. Hands it off to Wright at the top of the key. Shuffles it out to the left wing over into the hands of Usher. Passes inside off the cutter. Missed the shot. No good by Wright. Tipped up in the air. Rebound Florida State pushing tempo. Walker dribbles around the perimeter. MJ Walker moves over to Wyatt Wilkes. 8:40 left to go. Wilkes puts the ball into the hands of Raekwon Evans. Evans has it right now. Moves it outside to MJ Walker. Walker dribbles top of the key. Walker passes and launches it out of bounds. These are terrible mistakes for Florida State. That is turnover number 8. 8 turnovers in the first 11 and a half minutes by FSU. That's why their season is going to end sometime in the tournament for Florida State. It's turnover issues. 8 points out of the 13 for Georgia Tech tonight have been off of turnovers. The only game I covered with Georgia Tech this year is when they put Kentucky to school and forced like 20 turnovers in that game. That shot gets blocked, goes out of bounds. Be Georgia Tech's basketball. Guess who's back again here? D. Wade back. Warren, welcome back in here. Eating some Popeyes. Always good to hear that, man. Yeah, 8 turnovers in the first 12 and a half minutes. Inbounded by Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech having a lot of trouble scoring, though. 1 for 7 from 3. As they dribble top of the key. Bounce pass over to right. Pass it off the cutter. Lays it up and in. Good look right there off the roll down. Michael DeVoe with a layup for 2. 16-15. 8 minutes remaining. FSU basketball. Bounce pass. Oh, dangerous pass. Wilkes gets it back, though. He's lucky. Swings it out to the right wing. Pro hop FSU. Puts up the jumper. We got a foul. And the clock will stop with 7:51. We will take a timeout in this game. 7:51 left to go. The size advantage for Florida State. It's with Bossa Kopsa-Risa inside. He's got 2 buckets, 4 points for him. Anthony Polite with 6 points, leading scorer this game for FSU. We're going to go on the timeout. Georgia Tech currently leading scorer, tied with 4 between Moses Wright and Michael DeVoe. Yeah, this game has been exciting so far. A lot of sloppy play, but always love a close game. That was actually a turnover. Last possession by Florida State. So it was Raekwon, I think it was Raekwon Evans inside with a pro hop and he pushed off. So that was an offensive foul turnover by Florida State. So that is turnover number 9 for the Seminoles. They've turned it over 9 times in the first 12 and a half minutes approximately. Quick scoreboard update for college hoops going down here. A couple championships games at this moment. Eastern Washington looking good out of the Big Sky, leading at halftime 38-24 over Montana State. Ohio leading Buffalo 52-42 in the MAC championship game with 10 minutes remaining. If Baylor loses, who would be my third pick to win March? Illinois. Illinois playing with a purpose. Ayo Dosunmu and Kofi Cockburn, the whole roster basically has turned up. It was only Dosunmu and Cockburn for most of the year, and then lately here, when Dosunmu was out, it was other players stepping up. Whether it's Curbelo, Miller, multiple players in their roster. Trent Frazier. What's good, Ben? Welcome to the stream here, man. Hope all is going well, bud. Jason Preston, 19 points for Ohio, 6 assists. Ohio is quite a story this season, as they are less than 10 minutes away from being your MAC tournament champions with an automatic qualifier. They took Illinois down to the wire on Black Friday. They lost by 2 against Illinois. Dosunmu got the game-winning bucket. And then, so Ohio's got a pretty good resume, considering that they beat the automatic qualifier from the Horizon, and considering what the score was. They beat Cleveland State, the winner of the Horizon League, the 1 seed in the Horizon League tournament, 101-46. Yes, I'll be covering Selection Sunday for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be covering 2 games in Selection Sunday. So SEC tournament tomorrow, Alabama versus LSU, and then the Big Ten Championship tomorrow with Illinois, Ohio State, and then Selection Sunday right after that. Yo, give it up for Ohio. They've won their last 8 out of 9 games for Ohio, getting hot at the right moment. Wow. Hawks looking good, up at 81-66, looks like, in the NBA. We get back to action here. Florida State with 9 total turnovers. That is Georgia Tech's glory. Georgia Tech top 10 in the nation in steals per game. They'll keep on forcing them. Georgia Tech now with the basketball down by 1. Bounce pass. Got bobbled. They do get it back, though, for Georgia Tech. At the left wing perimeter. They will dribble now inside with Alvarado. Puts up the shot. Missed it off the front rim. Rebound by Wilkes here for Florida State. Yeah, Houston in a tight game against Memphis. Memphis always plays Houston tight. Houston closed it out, though, for good. So Houston going to take on Cincinnati tomorrow. Cincinnati has never missed an NCAA tournament since 2009. They made it every single time in the last decade to the tournament. Over 10 plus years and counting. Shot fake 3 in the air by Wilkes. It's up and he drills it for FSU. FSU, good perimeter shooting team. Georgia Tech has struggled defending the threes this season. That could be the difference in this game. For Georgia Tech, they want to keep on forcing turnovers. 6:40 left to go. Georgia Tech has it. Passes back out to the right wing. As that will be a floater. Got it. Good for 2 by Georgia Tech by Jordan Usher. Yeah, win or go home. Especially later tonight with Oregon State taking on Colorado. If Oregon State wants to make the tournament, you got to win. Colorado barely beat California a couple days ago. Pro hop inside. Kopsa Arisa gets fouled, and he's going to go to the line shooting 2 for FSU. Behind the arc fan, welcome back in here. Great game so far. Very good game. We got 6:20 left to go before half. What a story this season for Georgia Tech. 4 seniors, 1 junior in the starting 5. Upperclassmen roster, experience. They lost the first 2 games of the season against Georgia State and Mercer. They went into 4 overtimes in opening night, lost 124 to 121 over Georgia State, and lost by 10 to Mercer. But able to make their way into the tournament, considering that they're on a 7-game winning streak, and with the ACC Player of the Year as well in Moses Wright. First free throw, Kopsa Arisa drills it. Wow. Charlotte crushing Toronto 106-86. Wow. Or 82. Second free throw by Kopsa Arisa. The big can shoot free throws. Both of them good at the line. I think it's like around 75% at the free throw line for a 7'1" big for Balsa Kopsa Arisa. Yeah, bubble teams have to be happy about Houston beating Memphis. 6:10 left to go. Bubble teams ain't so happy, especially Syracuse, that Georgetown is going to be in the tournament. They have it top of the key. I believe there's 60-something games in March Madness. As that is a turnover by Georgia Tech. They drove inside, lost the handle of the ball, went out of bounds. Yeah, Kopsa Arisa had a signal towards the bench. I think he was grabbing his hand area after he hit the free throws that there was a problem there, a little bit of pain in his hand area. How many teams in March Madness? 68. They pass over right corner, and he's not the only 7'1" player on the team. They also got another player that's 7'1" on Florida State. So Kopsa Arisa and Tanor Gom, a freshman from Senegal, both of them 7'1". 5.5 left to go. Georgia Tech has the ball as they get the rebound. Yellow Jackets top of the key. Puts the ball into the hands of Khalid Moore. Moore dribbles right baseline, moves it back to the top. DeVoe slides it out left corner 3. Parham takes it, got it. Drills it over the 7'1" center of Tanor Gom. Wow. It's a 1-point game. That's the second 3 made tonight by the Yellow Jackets. 5:10 remaining. Pass inside, deflected. That is turnover number 10 by Florida State. And Georgia Tech makes them pay. Point off of turnovers, lays it up and in. Good for 2 by GT. 5 minutes left to go before halftime, and Georgia Tech has taken the lead. Florida State, you got to be kidding me with the turnovers. This is going to be the bane of how they drop a game in the tournament. They're going to lose because they turn it over so many times. This team has got the whole package. The only thing they struggle with is turnovers. And their defense sometimes, but this team is, for Florida State, they're athletic. They are deep. They can get a lot of deflections there, and they got size. But the turnover's been a crusher. 10 of these so far. We're not even at halftime. We're going to timeout. 4:55 left to go. Georgia Tech by 1. Yeah, win or go home. Every single game matters. Since the start of the season, every single game mattered. Every single game matters for seeding and also to set up like conference standings as far as seeding. What's good, Jose? Welcome back in here. Back watching church online from here, Tucson, Arizona, with his girlfriend on the phone. Awesome, man. Yeah, 4 turnovers by their star player, MJ Walker. 3 by Scotty Barnes, their main point guard. So, a lot of turnover problems so far for FSU. 4:45 left to go. It's Florida State's basketball down by 1. 12 of those points out of the 22 for Georgia Tech are off of turnovers. Pro hop inside. Walker turned it over. 11 turnovers for this game as he went pro hop. Too fancy inside the interior, and Georgia Tech stripped them of the ball. Here goes the Yellow Jackets left baseline, and that will be a foul by Florida State with 4:30 left to go. Yeah, all that pressure indeed. Georgia Tech with 6 steals. This team is top 10 in the nation when it comes to steals per game. What's good, Dawad? Welcome to the stream once again, bud. It's been a good game so far. Michael DeVoe going to get the inbound underneath, be the passer for Georgia Tech. 4:30 left to go before half. Georgia Tech gets the inbound, and they're going to have a timeout. They take a quick timeout. So Georgia Tech takes a quick timeout. 4:30 left to go to talk things over now. They were crowded on trying to get that inbound out. Florida State +4 in the glass, 14-10 in their favor. They get the size advantage, but Georgia Tech is the scrappy defensive team that has the steals advantage, and they are thriving in this type of game that this team with Florida State turns it over for so many times. Yeah, same with me, Jacob. Confused what to do with Georgetown. I think it's more of Creighton is the toughest team to predict, in my opinion, in the bracket. It's either Creighton gets hot and can shoot their way through games, or Creighton gets cold and cannot make a shot and gets crushed. So that's the thing. I've seen 2 different types of Creighton teams this year. And for Georgetown, they're one of the most improved teams this season. They were 3-8 at one point. But if Georgetown takes in a team that's smaller inside the interior, that's their matchup for Georgetown. They are big, they are physical. They don't shoot the ball particularly well. They're a high volume shooting team. Don't shoot the ball well for Georgetown, but they are big and physical inside the interior and cause a lot of problems in the glass. And that's what they did today against Creighton. Creighton's a lot smaller with their front court. And that's a matchup nightmare. If Georgetown takes on UConn, UConn's going dancing. If Georgetown takes on Creighton, I predicted it. Georgetown wins that game, which they did. I didn't expect them to win by that much, though. It meant that Creighton was cold from 3. They were cold yesterday against UConn, too, which means that they're probably going to be cold in the tournament as well. Sometimes they're hot, sometimes they're cold. Most likely predicting they're going to be cold, which could potentially mean first round drop from the tournament for Creighton, honestly. Yeah, the sports expert shocked that Ohio State's made it this far in the Big Ten tournament the way they finished the season. Yeah, it's called madness because the unthinkable happens here. Expect the unexpected, and these games have been crazy, and Georgetown could tell you to expect the unexpected. Yeah, so if Georgetown matches up with Virginia, I don't know. I think that could be tough for Virginia. Virginia's not a great rebounding team. That could be a tough matchup, honestly, for Virginia. And is Virginia physical? Are they going to be physical enough to be up to the task for that matchup? That's going to be the key there. Big question if they do take on Georgetown. Virginia gets dropped a little bit, though. It's probably, let's see here. It's probably going to be a team, because Georgetown's looking this way, probably going to be a 13 or 12 or a 14 most likely, one of those. It's probably going to be a 4 seed. See, I think they're going to have a lot of problems with Florida State if Georgetown takes them on, because Georgetown turns over the ball a ton. Florida State's got size. So that would be a tough matchup. They played close against West Virginia, though. West Virginia's had some problems against defending front court players. So they could give West Virginia a close game. Georgetown, if they take on a team like Kansas, that could give Kansas difficulty. I'm serious. Kansas is small ball. That could be a difficult matchup for Kansas. Ethan, welcome back on the stream here, man. I see that right there. I'll take a look at the chat in just a moment. We're back to action here. It's going to be Georgia Tech's basketball. Yeah, I think it's going to be tough for Villanova. They dribble now around the perimeter. Dish out to the right corner. 3 in the air. Georgia Tech drills it. Right corner triple goes down. They lead it by 4. 4 minutes left to go. Florida State now has it at the left wing. Passing on top, they move it out to Polite. Polite shot fake, bounce pass, right corner. Pass gets deflected, and Georgia Tech comes up with a steal. Turnover number 12 by Florida State. Georgia Tech on a 10-2 run, last 3 minutes. They have it top of the key. Ball into the hands of DeVoe. DeVoe shot fake. Moves it out right corner. Passes out to the ball into the hands of DeVoe once again. 3.5 left to go. Georgia Tech doing a great job taking care of the basketball. Experience. They've got it. 4 seniors, 1 junior in the starting 5. Florida State, a lot of miscues, 12 turnovers. As they kick it back out, top of the key, they'll take a 3 by Georgia Tech. Hit the front rim. They get their own rebound right back, though. Straightaway dribble. Leads to an easy layup. No rotation right there by Florida State whatsoever. 27-21, Georgia Tech on a run. 3:10 left to go. Yeah, I really feel bad for those seniors right there, too. What happens if Florida State loses? I think they're probably a 4 seed. Right corner 3, that is good for the triple by MJ Walker. I'm probably going to have Georgetown as a one and done, but they could potentially pull off an upset, though. It all depends on what matchup they have. They might pull one off against Kansas if they take them on. Steve, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, he still wonders if Michigan's going to be the 1 seed. I'm going to say yes there because Iowa lost today. If Iowa would have beat Illinois, I think Iowa would have jumped up. Clock will stop with 2:34 left to go. Tie up on the court. Florida State will have the basketball. Yeah, Georgetown surprising everybody. 1 week ago, they got crushed against UConn. So it all depends on who they face. Florida State has it. Floats up the shot at the left elbow. Drills it. Got the bucket and the foul. So that's going to be 1 coming up at the line here. So 1 free throw coming up at the line by FSU. And that one is good. So we're tied up here, 27-27. 2:22 left to go. It's going to be Georgia Tech now with the basketball. Right baseline dribble. They kick it back out around the perimeter. 3 in the air. Top of the key. Missed it off the mark. Rebound back over to FSU. FSU has it. 2 minutes left to go. They turn it over for the 13th time tonight. And a 3-point shot. Georgia Tech missed it but got the follow. Good for 2. Yellow Jackets leading now. Wow. Florida State passes to the right corner. They turn it over. They might be a first-round exit, honestly, if they keep on playing like this. If they draw Liberty up in the bracket tomorrow, I'm taking Liberty over Florida State. This is ridiculous. Miscues all over the place. 12 turnovers in the first half. It's 14 now, actually. 14. Yeah, ESPN's behind. They've turned it over 3 times in the last minute and a half. At the right corner. Georgia Tech going to back their way inside. Turn around. Shot gets blocked from behind. Florida State going to have it back here. Somehow they're down by 2 as they turn it over 14 times in the first half. That's a final score number if you're lucky. That's not even what teams are averaging this season for turnovers. A lot of teams are averaging around like 10 or 11 per game. 3-point shot good by Florida State at the right wing. Wow, 17-2. North Texas rolling all over Western Kentucky. Holy smokes. And there's already 6 minutes through that game so far. 45 seconds remaining. Georgia Tech missed the shot. Copes a reset. Pass over to the right corner. Wide open three. Polite. Shot up partially blocked. Georgia Tech going to have it back. 40 seconds remaining. Here's Georgia Tech as they have it. Top of the key. They're going to move it out to the left wing. Three in the air. Hit the rim short. No good. Fight for the rebound. Florida State's going to have it right back here. Florida State with 30 seconds left to go. Still they're up somehow with 14 turnovers. Pass left corner 3. Missed it off the back iron. Got to drill that if you're Calhoun and he missed it. Georgia Tech has it. 15 seconds remaining. Craig, welcome to the stream. Sorry to hear that. With Isaiah Livers as Michigan lost him. Final 5 seconds. Georgia Tech now has the ball. Down by 1. They'll see if they can pull ahead with a layup, and they do. It is good by Georgia Tech. Attacks the bucket, and that's the high note they end upon. Going into halftime, up by 1. 31-30 the score as we go into halftime. Yeah, Buffalo's... Yeah. Oh, one second here. Ohio or Buffalo? I thought Ohio was crushing Buffalo. 1 second. Quick scoreboard update on the MAC tournament final. Yeah, it's Ohio. Ohio leading Buffalo by 14, 70-56. Eastern Washington leading Montana State 46-30. Buffalo is not winning. They're trailing by 14. That was a typo right there. And then North Texas leading Western Kentucky 17-4. Yeah, I agree. Michigan should still be a 1 seed since Iowa lost last night. So Ohio is winning. Let's see halftime stat of the night. Georgia Tech. Reason why they're winning this game, points off of turnovers. They have way more than 12 of those. They've got 8 steals. I think they have around like 16 points off of turnovers. So basically half of their points are off of turnovers for Georgia Tech. 8 steals in the first half alone. 14 turnovers by Florida State. If you're Florida State, you're nervous. I'm going to look up a couple profiles here. Winthrop and Liberty. They might fall in that line to play. Good question there. Who's going to play UConn's women's team in the championship? I don't know much about women's college hoops. Usually South Carolina is pretty good. I'd probably go South Carolina for women's college hoops. Hey, no problem, Paul. No problem, man. Let's see. Winthrop, we take a look at some of these teams' profiles. Yeah, oh, man. Hey, if Florida State takes on Winthrop first round, that's not a good matchup for them. Really not. Winthrop is top 55 in the nation in steals per game. They're also top 20 in the nation in turnovers forced. So that's a bad matchup. Liberty. Oh, Liberty can't generate steals. Their defense, though, can hold them. That's the thing. So there's some of these matchups that's going to make it interesting really well. Yes, Iowa lost earlier today. So it's going to be Illinois in the finals for the Big Ten versus Ohio State tomorrow. What's good, Red J? Welcome to the stream here. Liberty's got one of the fewest turnovers per game, though. So that can pose them a problem. Yeah, the sports expert putting out Winthrop sleeper of the tournament. I agree. I think they could be a sleeper. Also, I do like St. Bonaventure with their defense. Thoughts about San Diego State? They're defensive minded too. They could potentially beat some teams depending on matchups there. let's see. Okay, turnovers forced. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, it's a crazy month indeed right now. Yeah, turnovers forced. Winthrop is top 20 in turnovers forced in the nation. That's really a bad matchup for Florida State if they do take on Winthrop. It's crazy. They're allowing opponents to around 16 turnovers per game. Yeah, for example, San Diego State faced Wisconsin. He takes San Diego State. Yeah, Wisconsin can't score well. They're not a good shooting team from 2 points. Yeah, UConn lost, unfortunately, and Georgetown's going dancing. It's crazy. I saw the last play of the Michigan game. They took a 3 and they missed it by Mike Smith, and Smith struggled all game. Yeah, Abilene Christian is a defensive-minded team too. I like Abilene Christian in the Southland final. Western Kentucky, they are at 1 point, winning 17-0. Now the score is 19-10 North Texas. So Western Kentucky was trailing 17-0. North Texas has started out up by 17, only up by 9 now, 19-10. Yeah, that Wofford team was crazy with Fletcher McGee. I remember that opening night game against Seton Hall. That was a hyped up game. So right now, just at halftime, everybody, appreciate all for stopping by. Yeah, same with me. Texas surprising me as well. Yeah, Texas has been on the roll lately, getting hot at the right time. New Mexico State, yeah, that should be a good matchup. New Mexico State trying to defend their WAC tournament titles that they keep on winning, like, constantly for MSU. They've won a ton. They're, like, dominating that conference, but Grand Canyon having a great year. Grand Canyon's built off of transfers this season. And Oregon State been a huge shocker. They could potentially pull off another upset. They could be like a Georgetown from today. I wouldn't be shocked, honestly. Colorado, I'm not sold on Colorado. I really aren't. If Colorado does end up winning the Pac-12, they might get upset in the first round because their strength of schedule has been quite soft for Colorado. They lost in the non-conference against Tennessee, and just not really sold on them or so for that type of team. They also lost against California and Washington as well. What's good, Jason? Welcome to the stream here, man. Appreciate it for stopping them by. Oh, man, New Mexico State, I'm taking a look at their lineup right now. They are loaded with seniors and juniors in that team. Yeah, I'm shocked that they didn't dominate the conference this year. Georgetown stole a bid. We're not sure who, but it's probably from a team like St. Louis or Utah State they stole a bid from. Ethan might see Ohio as a 14-15 seed. Might consider an upset there. Ohio might take on... Ooh, imagine Ohio taking on Ohio State in the first round. Oh boy, that would be a huge game. That would be a huge game if that does happen. So New Mexico State has won the last 8 out of 9 conference tournament titles for the WAC. That's impressive. And whenever they've got auto bids, they've seemed to be better mid-major seeds than, say, like a 16 or 15. They've gotten in the past couple years a 12 seed twice, a 13 seed 3 times, a 15 once, and a 14 once. They just can't. They always play close games in the first round. They just can't finish it off. Like that game against Auburn from 2 years ago. That was incredible. Leading scorer right now for Georgia Tech is Michael DeVoe. He's got 9 points so far. Moses Wright with 4. He's 2 for 7 from the floor in the first half. Yeah, one thing to keep an eye on, Tennessee, if they do, if they get John Fulkerson back, because I heard he was out today. I thought he'd have a stronger season than he did for John Fulkerson. Hey, see you tomorrow, the Master. Alright, so right now we're just in a timeout. Appreciate all for stopping by. If you guys are new, first timer out here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. As right now we're just at halftime. Ohio is less than a minute and 15 left to go before they're going to be crowned the MAC champions, leading Buffalo 80-66 in the MAC final. Eastern Washington looking good, 11:40 remaining. Up against Montana State 49-36. And Western Kentucky down by 10 against North Texas in the first half, 24-14. Any conference in particular you're looking at to do big things in March not named the Big Ten? The Big 12. I like some of these Big 12 teams. They are tough. They are physical. A lot of the games in the Big 12 are close. So I really like those, quite a bit of those Big 12 teams. The conferences that I'm not that high on this year, Pac-12, Big East quite a bit, and some of the SEC, the back part of the SEC I'm not sold on with the inconsistency. SEC is basically primarily offense. That's the thing. These teams from the SEC haven't run into elite defenses so far. So if they face a team like Loyola Chicago in the first round or San Diego State, I think that's where those offenses from the SEC teams are going to really struggle if those matchups do happen. Like if St. Bonaventure takes on LSU, I think the Bonnies could give LSU some fight in that one. St. Bonaventure is a good team. Jaron Holmes, he did not play in their first loss of the season against Rhode Island. He is one of the top scorers in the team, and Kenny Lofton is a stud. Yeah, Florida, for example, they've been really inconsistent this year. So those SEC teams haven't faced elite defenses at all. And when they've had trouble. LSU lost against St. Louis. St. Louis was great, like, in the first half of the year defensively. Jacob hopes that Florida fires Mike White, but does not know who they would hire coming up. Yeah, that's the only thing, like, who they have coming up. Not a whole lot of positions out there, I don't think. Like, you'd have to be, like, way bottom or so. Like, what Boston College has to go through now. I'm going to take a look at some of the defenses, like what some of the top defenses are this year in college basketball. I know Loyola Chicago is number 1. Yes, St. Bonaventure's right up there. Let's see, scoring defense. Houston is number 2. So these are the top 10 defenses. Some of these are tournament teams to pay attention to, or going to be tournament teams if they clinch bids tonight. Actually, North Texas is a top 10 defense. That's the reason why they're winning against Western Kentucky right now, is through their defense. So North Texas is a top 10 defense. Mount St. Mary's is a top 20 defense. I got to cover them against Bryant, and they won that game because they are one of the slowest offenses right in front of Virginia with a per adjusted tempo. Loyola Chicago got the number 1 best defense. Houston number 2. Number 3 was Liberty. Number 4 is St. Bonaventure. 5 is UAB. 6 is Virginia. 7 San Diego State. 8 is Abilene Christian. That's a team to monitor. Is Abilene Christian. They're back to the tournament. They took on Kentucky 2 years ago in the tournament, and that team's getting better and better for Abilene Christian. They gave Texas Tech a fight back in December. And then 9 is Grand Canyon. That's another team who could win their conference tonight. They take on New Mexico State. And number 10 is North Texas. Yeah, I agree there. I definitely agree with Jacob. If Michigan gets a 9-seeded UNC or Loyola Chicago, I agree. Both of those matchups are gonna be close ones for Michigan. Yeah, this year for the WCC, it was weaker than last year for the WCC. But some of the stuff though, San Francisco won against Virginia. If a team that can drill threes takes on Virginia, that's the matchup that Virginia cannot have, because San Francisco can drill threes. That's how you beat Virginia, it's just by drilling threes. They got a great interior defense. Their outside defense, not so great for Virginia. So if you can drill threes, Virginia's going to be down, and they play slow. You can go with them right through the game. Top offenses, as this is what it has. And also Portland beat Oregon State, which Portland, I think, was like last in the conference, and Oregon State is somehow in the Pac-12 championship tonight. Top offenses look like this: Gonzaga, Colgate, Baylor, Iowa, Southern Utah, Bryant, Arkansas is number 7, LSU is number 8, Buffalo is number 9, and Wright State number 10. Another top offense in the tournament is Oral Roberts. They're 13. Illinois is 16. Ohio is 18. So Ohio just below Illinois with points per game. And Ohio went head-to-head straight up into the final seconds back in November. Winthrop is 31. Florida State's 32. Alabama's top 30. BYU's top 35. Abilene Christian has got a top 10 defense and a top 45 offense. Something to monitor. They also played a close game against Texas Tech. Alright, so we're going to get back into action here in just a moment, folks. Appreciate all for stopping by, being a part here on the stream. Yeah, that's a matchup to watch out for. If there's a team that struggles with guards containing them, Ohio could potentially pull off the upset in that type of matchup, as Ohio has just won against Buffalo. So Ohio going dancing, MAC winner, as they have won it. Final 84-69. Eastern Washington, 9 minutes from going dancing. They're up by 10, 51-41 over Montana State. So we are going to take a look in just a moment here for the second half. Alright, so we are back into action. Joey puts out here, Florida State still has this. Yeah, my prediction was Florida State. They've really got to stop turning it over, though, if they want a chance to win. They kick it back outside as we start off the second half. Florida State jacks up a three straight away, missed it, tipped out of bounds. Last touch last touch by Florida State underneath, I think. Clock will stop in 19:43. Left corner perimeter, Georgia Tech now with the basketball. They dribble left baseline. Drive inside with a right-handed hook. Hit the front rim, no good. Copes Arisa comes down with a board. FSU will have the ball. 19.5 left to go. Florida State has it at the left wing. Raekwon Gray passes over to Polite. Polite dribbles to the right corner. Polite now back to the top of the key. Bounce pass over top of the key to Evans. Slides it over to MJ Walker. Walker moves it back over to the right wing. Raekwon Evans has it at the top as he moves it over to Raekwon Gray. Gray will take a pro hop inside, floats up the shot, and going to wave off the bucket before a reach and fall by Georgia Tech. When does Florida State hit 20 turnovers? I'll predict here with 13 minutes remaining in the second half. They'll hit 20. So they got 14. Georgia Tech can pick up steals in a hurry. So that gives them around 6 minutes from now. That'd be pretty bad, having 6 turnovers in 6 minutes. Maybe not. It'd be more, probably around the halfway point. Yeah, I'm going to rethink that. Probably around the halfway point of the second half. That was a little bit too much. That shot around the perimeter, good for 3 by Florida State. They take the lead. 18:50 left to go. Georgia Tech now with the ball. MJ Walker just knocks it down. I don't think they can hit 30. I know Baylor forced 35 turnovers by Stephen F. Austin back in December. Pass off the cutter. Georgia Tech puts it up. And hard-fought bucket, good for 2. I do not know who's officiating the game, actually. Good question, though. 33-33. 18.5 left to go. Florida State now with the ball. MJ Walker pass out to the top to Polite. Polite looking to pass it. Bounce pass right corner. Shot fake. Walker moves it out to the top here to Evans. Evans slides it over to Gray. Gray takes it inside off the drive. Throws it down. Right-handed flush by Florida State. They lead by 2. 18 minutes left to go. So Florida State playing much better basketball here in the second half. Georgia Tech now with the ball at the top of the key with DeVoe. DeVoe dribbles towards his right. Bounce pass off the cutter underneath over to Alvarado. Alvarado has it back at the left wing. The pick gets set by Wright. He rolls down. They move it over to him. Backs his way. He is triple teamed. Shot gets blocked by Kosarisa. Gets it right back by Wright. Another block by Kosarisa, but going to call him on a foul. Clock will stop with 17:42 left to go. And Moses Wright will shoot 2 coming up at the line for Georgia Tech. Kosarisa relentless there with back-to-back blocks. Got called, though, for the blocking foul on the second one. This is a good matchup because the size of Florida State going up against the scrappiness of Georgia Tech with their defense, forcing turnovers. First free throw, Georgia Tech missed it off the back iron. Raekwon Gray, that's a big loss right now as he heads to the bench, picked up his 3rd personal foul. Second free throw, Georgia Tech misses both of them. Rebound back to FSU. Florida State up by 2. They have the ball. Yeah, he had a great game last night. They move it back to the right baseline. Ball into the hands of Barnes. Barnes moves over to Copes Arisa. Spin move. Shotgun block. Cut it back. Puts it up. And that's going to be a foul here by Georgia Tech on the court. It's actually, yeah, it's going to be tie-up, actually. So they tied them up. Tie-up possession arrow, Florida State. What's good? Warren, welcome back in here. (35-33) inbound coming up underneath by Florida State. They pass it over to the backcourt. They're able to get it. FSU at the left wing. Walker puts it on top here to Raekwon Evans. He drives inside. Evans moves over to Copes Arisa, left baseline, puts it up, good for 2. The size taking its advantage here for FSU right now. They lead it by 4. Copes Arisa, 8.6 boards. He has come on strong lately. 17.5 left to go against these unders. For Copes Arisa coming up, he had a huge game yesterday. And today, looking great so far. Georgia Tech drives straight down the lane, leads it up. And that's good for 2 up and then off the backboard. DeVoe, leading score for the Yellow Jackets with 11. FSU at the left wing perimeter. Moves to left corner. Walker passes inside. Copes Arisa backs his way with a right-handed hook. Banks it. Gets position, and that is good for 2 more. Just eating in the post right now for Copes Arisa for FSU. He's got 10 points. 16.5 left to go. Georgia Tech now with the ball. Copes Arisa on fire. He is feeling it. At the top, it's DeVoe. DeVoe drives straight away. Dump off to the left corner. 3 in the air. Missed it by Georgia Tech. Copes Arisa comes up with a defensive board. Here goes Florida State. Pass up the court. Ooh, almost turned it over, and they do. That is turnover 15. Oh, it's those plays like that. Just on transition, you're open. You got your man up the court on transition, and they cannot complete a clean pass in transition. It's a crusher for Florida State. That's what makes the difference between teams that's going to go far in the tournament and teams that might get knocked out early. They got the whole package besides just the turnovers. That's the problem. If they clean it up, they're dangerous. They got the size. They got the athleticism on the Florida State team. They're a deep team, but just too many turnovers on miscues that shouldn't be happening. Left corner 3, Georgia Tech missed it. Off the mark, they're called from 3 tonight. 3 for 17 from the perimeter. Florida State grabs the board. I think FSU is going to be a 9 seed as Georgia Tech intercepts the entry pass. Back-to-back turnovers. That's number 16 tonight for Florida State. Georgia Tech going to take it. Dish out left corner. Shot fake. Open 3 in the air. Slides to the left. Missed another one. They cannot draw a 3 to save their lives. 3 for 19 from the outside, and the ball goes out of bounds over the backboard. Florida State will have it back. So Georgia Tech's probably going to be around a 9, if I had to predict. We go on a timeout, 39-35, 15-36 left to go, and Florida State leads it by 4. Alright, right now in a second, if you guys are back in here or join the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate it all for being a part, stopping them by tonight on Behind Eric Basketball. Some great play-by-play going down here. Good games that we have got. According to Joe Lunardi from ESPN, these are the last 8 teams in the bracket. Georgia Tech, Michigan State, UCLA, Syracuse. And the play-in round will be Louisville versus Wichita State and Drake versus Utah State. St. Louis is the first team out, along with Colorado State, Ole Miss, Memphis, Boise State, Duke, Seton Hall, and Xavier in the next 4 out. So that's what it looks like for the last 8 in and the first 8 out. Quick scoreboard update here for college hoops. Eastern Washington in the Big Sky Championship game leading Montana State. 7:55 left to go, 54-43. Eastern Washington by 11. North Texas, their defense proving the case tonight, leading Western Kentucky 34-20 with a minute and a half left to go before halftime. Abilene Christian, the top team in the Southland, leading Nichols 11-5. North Texas played a tough non-conference schedule. They lost against Arkansas, lost against Mississippi State, lost against West Virginia. They didn't get dominated, though. They lost against Arkansas by 15. They lost to West Virginia by 12. So it's not like they got blown out by 30. This is a team that's won 3 straight games in a row. Before that, they had lost 3 straight in a row against Marshall and UAB. And now leading by 14, going in almost to halftime against Western Kentucky, who's we thought would be a bracket stealer. Or a bracket buster, potentially. Western Kentucky's going to have to come back in the second half. Abilene Christian out of the Southland, 22-4 record. For sure, they're going to be a team to monitor. Quick schedule update for them. They destroyed East Tennessee in their first game, 70-47. East Tennessee actually improved this season. Jared, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much, man. Yeah, Georgetown, I thought, had that matchup. Abilene Christian lost by 7 against Texas Tech, 51-44. That's a team to monitor. They also lost by 13 against Arkansas. Other than that, yeah, their conference schedule is really weak. That's the only thing. 13-2 in the Southland. It's not a strong conference. It's where Stephen F. Austin comes out of, though. They swept Stephen F. Austin this year. We're back to action. 15.5 left to go. Florida State now will have the basketball at the right wing perimeter. FSU moves it out to the top of the key. Polite bounce pass left corner. 3 in the air. Takes it and drills it by FSU by Malik Osborne. Where they've got Georgia Tech on the ropes tonight, that's the 3-point game. Florida State, the top 3-point shooting team in the ACC. Where Georgia Tech has the advantage in this matchup. Top 10 in the nation in steals for Georgia Tech, and they have forced already tonight. 9 steals and allowed Florida State to turn it over 16 times, and we're not even halfway through the second half. 15 minutes left to go in half number 2. Georgia Tech now with the ball. They are cold from 3 tonight. They dribble straight away, drive inside, pass to the left corner, and that will be a travel. So Georgia Tech turns it over. Florida State on a little bit of a run late. 14:47 left to go, and the Seminoles will have the ball. The size in this game just favors Florida State. It would be something if they turn it over another 18 plus to 20 times, plus potentially for Florida State, and they still find a way to win. Part of a 9-2 run. It's because of the size here. Florida State has the top of the key. So nervous for Bradley, for Louisville, for tomorrow. The big day will be tomorrow for the deciding factor. They have it at the right wing. Calhoun moves it outside. Back to the top of the key. Barnes passes. Oh, nice pass. Shot fake. Puts it up. Couldn't finish. Tipped up in the air. Oh, nice defensive board by Georgia Tech. Able to get in. Tanar Gom going to pick up the rebounding foul for FSU. That'll be second personal by Florida State in the second half. Oh, wow. Jared went to Stephen F. Austin. Yeah, that's correct. So they're serving their 1-year post ban for the tournament. So, yeah, they're with Arizona and Auburn as well. They got bans this year. 14:20 left to go. FSU by 7, and Georgia Tech will have the ball. Hey, have a nice night, Goody. I'll see you tomorrow, man. And I'm not sure if you heard yet, Goody, but Virginia Tech just got a big transfer pickup like an hour ago. They got a player from Wofford that they picked up. He's going to be a great player for the team. So key transfer coming in with Storm Murphy. Storm Murphy from Wofford. He played on the tournament team with Fletcher McGee back in 2019, but he has just announced his commitment to Virginia Tech for next season. They had 18 turnovers yesterday. So Florida State, 18 turnovers yesterday, today with 16. 14 minutes left to go. Florida State by 7, they have the basketball. Barnes pass underneath. Oh, nice. Double pass, the extra pass. Right there. Oh, that's nice. Raekwon Evans got the feed at the left baseline, passed it underneath over to Tanar Gom, the 7'1" center, and he threw down the two-handed flush. That was sweet. 44-35 to score. That's what Florida State basketball looks like. 13.5 left to go. Georgia Tech has it left baseline. Underneath puts it up, and no good. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Big jam. Moses Wright, two-handed flush in the timeout taken with 13:30 left to go. Do I still think that Louisville's in the tournament with Georgetown? Georgetown's the only bid stealer so far. Ohio and Iona didn't steal bids. Ohio and Iona won their conference, so they didn't steal bids. So it's just Yeah, so the 1 seed Siena got knocked out by Iona in the quarterfinals. Iona beat Fairfield, who lost to Providence by like almost 50. And then Ohio, so Toledo got knocked out. They were the top team in the MAC. Ohio didn't steal a bid. They won the MAC. So both of those are the MAC and the MAAC. Both of those get automatic qualifiers, no extra bids. Georgetown got an extra bid, though, since their power conference from the Big East. 44-37, a free throw missed by Georgia Tech. We're back into it. 13-10 left to go, Florida State ball. Another bid stealer could happen tonight, though, if Oregon State beats Colorado. Because Oregon State right now is nowhere near the tournament for an at-large. They need a win tonight. The Pac-12 to get in. 3-point shot and air ball. And honestly, I do not trust Colorado, in my opinion. I do not trust Colorado. I think they're going to be seated way too high. They also lost against California and Washington in conference play. Yeah, so Oregon State going to be a bid stealer if they do beat Colorado, which there's a chance that could happen. And then tomorrow, Houston as well has had their downs at times. They lost against East Carolina, lost against Wichita State. Houston is going to take on tomorrow Cincinnati, which Cincinnati has never missed a tournament in the last 10 years for Cincinnati. As we welcome in Ethan out to the stream again, 44-37 with 12:39 left to go. So Cincinnati thing to note, they have... Last time they missed the tournament, I believe, was back in 2009 for Cincy. It's been over a decade. They could potentially pull off the upset tomorrow. Inbound at the left wing perimeter. Georgia Tech now has the ball. 12.5 left to go. Which, if that does happen, how ironic would that be? Georgetown won the Big East. They steal a bid from Syracuse. Cincinnati wins the American. They steal a bid from Xavier. That could potentially happen. That drive to the bucket, good for 2. 12:20 left to go. At the right wing perimeter. Top of the key. Florida State now has the basketball. They will dribble towards their right. As now they have it at the right corner. Dribble, and we do have a foul call on the court. It's by Georgia Tech. It's a reach by Georgia Tech. And then... if Oregon State does win, they probably steal a bid from Utah State. That's like no rival to them, though. Kind of out in the region, though. Left baseline, Florida State gets the pass. 12 minutes left to go. And they turn it over for the 18th time tonight. And Georgia Tech going to drive inside, and they lay it up and in. Good for 2. Points off of turnovers has helped Georgia Tech stay in this game all game long. 11:48 left to go, and Florida State with Leonard Hamilton will take a timeout. Yes, I'll be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be covering SEC Championship and Big Ten Championship, and then the Selection Sunday live reactions. So tomorrow 2 games and then Selection Sunday. So 2 games tomorrow. It's going to be Alabama versus LSU in the first game. Second game will be Illinois versus Ohio State. So do I think Louisville aren't in danger of losing a bid? I think they're going to be one of the last teams in the field, but in my opinion, they're in better hands since Utah State lost. Salvador Chavez, welcome to the stream here. So I think Utah State losing tonight against San Diego State, it helped out Louisville to be in the tournament. So this is what Lunardi's got for ESPN. Last 8 teams in. I'll repeat the teams in trouble first. So these are the 4 teams in major trouble. Wichita State. So Wichita State lost today against Cincinnati. Wichita State in trouble. So Wichita State currently the last team in the bracket. Utah State. Utah State lost tonight against San Diego State. Drake lost in the tournament final in the Missouri Valley against Loyola Chicago. And then Louisville. Louisville is in front of Drake, Utah State, and Wichita State. In front of Louisville is Syracuse. In front of Syracuse is UCLA. In front of UCLA, which I don't get why UCLA is in front of Syracuse and Louisville. UCLA, they lost to San Diego State their season opener. They start out red hot in the conference, but I'm not really buying Pac-12 teams this year. Michigan State's out in front of UCLA, then Georgia Tech's out in front of Michigan State. Georgia Tech should be in no matter what. They proved to get red hot. Won their last 7 straight games before tonight. 44-41, we got 11:48 left to go remaining, and Florida State with 18 turnovers tonight, 6 of those by MJ Walker, and 4 turnovers by Scotty Barnes, 2 each by Kopsa Risa and Raekwon Evans. Yeah, I agree. Definitely UCLA. I'm really not feeling UCLA. UCLA taking on Wisconsin in the first round. That's according to Lunardi from ESPN. UCLA lost against San Diego State. They lost to Ohio State by 7. And then they lost to Stanford. Stanford fell apart. They got crushed and lost to USC by 18. They lost to Washington State. That's a terrible loss. Yeah, and then UCLA lost their last 4 straight games to close out the year. They lost to Colorado, Oregon, USC, and Oregon State in overtime. They had a chance to beat Oregon State, and they lost their chance. How many teams are in the Big East here? Oh, so they got 11 total right now for the Big East. So they got 11 total. Used to have 10, and then UConn joins. Yeah, I agree. I think Dayton's going to be a most likely candidate to get there. And potentially VCU too. VCU's been impressive every single year. What's good, Vaughn? Welcome back in the stream here. We got 11:35 left to go. Florida State misfires. Offensive rebound back into action. Puts it up, and that will be another shot going down right there. Good for 2 off the putback. Goes down by Scotty Barnes. 5-point lead. Yeah, North Texas with their elite defense leading the way over Western Kentucky. That's too bad for Western Kentucky. They have a top first-round draft pick potentially with Charles Bass. He might not even play in the tournament if they lose tonight. And that's a 3 and they drill it. That is good. Do I think Texas Tech and Oklahoma are going to lose in the first round? I see Oklahoma. All depends on the matchup for Texas Tech. I do like Texas Tech's physicality, though. I think their toughness is going to get them at least one game. Potentially into the Sweet 16 for them. A lot of people have them going far because they're like a big-name school when it comes to basketball lately. Georgia Tech dribbles up the court. They're going to get fouled from behind. It's going to lead to 2 free throws here by the Yellow Jackets. 10:45 remaining. Quick scoreboard update. 3 minutes remaining. Eastern Washington looking to cash in their bid in the Big Sky. Up by 11 over Montana State. North Texas doing well. Leading at halftime over Western Kentucky. 34-23. And then Abilene Christian. No problem for them. Leading Nichols. 23-10. Yeah, Texas Tech doesn't shoot the ball well. If they run into a matchup with a really good 3-point shooting team, I think that sparks upset. That could be another team that gets upset against a team like a Liberty, like a great 3-point shooting team. Liberty is good from threes. I think Virginia would be the best fit though to draw a Liberty and then get knocked off by a Liberty type of team. Texas Tech currently, I think they're drawing like a 5 seed in most brackets. Yeah, they're drawing a 5 seed against Wichita State. I don't even know at this point if Wichita State's gonna make it to the tournament. I would take Texas Tech in that game. Wichita State hasn't faced any type of team that's physical and tough like Texas Tech this season. Texas Tech is undersized. They got all the players in their roster. The player that plays the 5 for Texas Tech, Marcus Santos Silva, he's 6'7". That team is undersized on the interior, but they're gritty. They don't make anything pretty this year for Texas Tech. They're missing their sharp shooters. They're missing any sort of perimeter threat. They don't shoot the ball well. They don't defend the 3 well. But everything they do well is inside guarding. North Texas is in Conference USA. A team like, I'll tell you a seed here I'm not feeling is Colgate. Colgate's probably going to get a 14. Those numbers are blown up. Those numbers about Colgate being a top 3 offense in the nation, they're blown up. They've only faced like 6 teams this year for Colgate. They also started out the season late for Patriot League, so I'd be shocked if Colgate pulls off an upset, honestly, because they haven't faced any competition. For some reason, they're like top 15 in the net. Because I've seen a lot of people, they're like 13-1 Colgate. They're going to take them in the first round to pull off an upset. In my opinion, I'm not digging that. But, you know, anything's possible. Really is. There could be some upsets. Right now in Lenardi's bracket, he's got Winthrop drawing Tennessee in the first rounds. I know Tennessee's been getting better, but I really am digging Winthrop. So we're going to get back to action right now. 10:45 remaining. Of course, we'll find out the matchups tomorrow on Selection Sunday. Yeah, Colorado State, I'm not sure if they're going to make it in. I think they're good from the perimeter, though. I haven't watched much of them this year for Colorado State. They could potentially pull off an upset, though, if that matchup does happen. Let's see what they're good at. Oh, they got all underclassmen. They got sophomores on that team, like a bunch of sophomores for Colorado State. They're pretty decent defensively. They're like top 55 defensively. They can defend the 3. They're top 30 defending the 3 ball, but they can also shoot 2s. It looks like too, and not bad from 3. Really aren't. As we're back into it, Georgia Tech with a quick bucket, tied up at 46. As Florida State turns it over again, turnover number 19, and Georgia Tech going to take it a distance, lays it up and in for 2. Oh my, miscues all over the place tonight here by Florida State. 10-10 left to go. At the top of the key, Florida State will try it again. That's 27 points off of turnovers tonight by Georgia Tech. At the left elbow, Wilkes. Pass it over to the left wing. I cannot believe with that number, 27 points off of turnovers, that Florida State's still in this game down by 2. They get the offensive rebound and the fall picked up underneath by Georgia Tech. Clock will stop with 9:56. Wow, good question there, Dewad. That's probably way back. I think Dartmouth won one in the 50s for a national championship. San Francisco won in the 50s, back-to-back championships. I feel like an Ivy did win, like that. This going way back. Let's see. Let's see here. No, Dartmouth actually never won. I don't know why I thought that. No, they never won. Oh, they were runner-up. They were runner-up in 1942. So Dartmouth was runner-up to Stanford in 1942 in the national title. And then, yeah, and Ivy has never won, I don't believe. Holy Cross won in 1947. So an Ivy has actually never won the national championship. Oklahoma A&M won in 1945 and 1946, which is now Oklahoma State. They used to be called Oklahoma A&M. Florida State 1 for 2 that trip of the line. 9:35 left to go. Georgia Tech has the ball right back. As Georgia Tech spin move to the left elbow. Bounce pass underneath for Georgia Tech. They will put up the jumper off the back iron. No good. MJ Walker comes up with the defensive rebound. And a foul called on the rebound by Georgia Tech behind the back. Clock will stop with 9:25. Actually, just looking up at the update here, Florida State has turned it over. I was one off, actually. They have turned it over 20 times now, according to ESPN. So I was one off from where we had it. They turned it over another time before. It's just so many turnovers, you can't even keep track of them. 9:15 remaining. MJ Walker dribbles to the right wing. Swings out to the top of the key. Ball into the hands of Gray. Gray will take it straight down the lane, and that will be a blocking foul by Georgia Tech. Clock will stop with 9:09. This game's moving by slow tonight. A lot of fouls lately. A lot of stoppage in times, and it's going to send 2 shots here by FSU. Georgia Tech indeed staying in this. This is a rough game. Yeah, don't have a 9 seed or lower in your national championship, according to history. I predicted Florida State would win this. Who's Gonzaga's biggest threat in the tournament? Great question. I'm still going to go Baylor for that, but I do believe Illinois could give them a good matchup. Really do. I think Illinois matches up well with Gonzaga. First free throw, Raekwon Gray missed it. Second shot coming up at the line, and he drills it. 48 even now with 9 minutes left to go. Georgia Tech with 28 points off of turnovers out of the 48 total. Yep, I was correct actually. I had said before 13 minutes, but I saw the time. I was like, no way they could turn it over 7 more times in like 6 minutes. So I changed it to the halfway point. Basically around there, they get their 20th turnover around 9 minutes left to go. And Florida State just got the block on Georgia Tech. Away from the ball, though, we do have a clock stoppage here. The clock stops with 8:47 remaining, and that's an offensive foul by Florida State. So the clock was stopped because of an offensive foul away from the basketball. Illegal screen set up by Florida State, and that is turnover number 21. 8:40 left to go. 21 turnovers by Florida State. Georgia Tech passes inside, and once again, the clock will stop here. That's foul number 7 by Florida State in the second half. They pick up the reach-in, so now it's going to go to the bonus for Georgia Tech. Wow. Georgia Tech with 5 personal fouls in the second half. Florida State with 7. Yeah, this really not looking good for Florida State, honestly. If they draw Liberty, Liberty's one of the teams that has like fewest turnovers per game. I'm going to bring that up for you guys. Fewest turnovers per game. I'm interested to see who's got that number. I think Liberty's right up there with like Wisconsin, Villanova, Virginia. Jeez. Free throw no good. Missed in the bonus there by Georgia Tech. Florida State going to have it back. Seminoles top of the key, MJ Walker. Walker dribbles towards his right, turns the corner, drives inside, stripped to the basketball, goes to the left corner though. They're lucky they're able to save that. Polite has it, backs his way, spin move. Polite jumper, missed it. Off the back iron, fight for the rebound, and Georgia Tech comes up with a rebound defensively. 8 minutes left to go. Yellow Jackets now with the ball top of the key. Ball into the hands of Michael DeVoe. Hands it off to Moses Wright. Imagine if Florida State was taking on a team that could drill their threes. They'd be in trouble right now. Georgia Tech in this game is 4 for 20 from 3. As that shot will go down. A 2 by Georgia Tech as they nail it. Yellow Jackets lead at 50-48. That's by Moses Wright, the ACC Player of the Year. Right back drive down the lane. MJ Walker puts it up and in off the backboard. Good for 2. 50-50. 7.5 left to go. MJ Walker leading scorer this season now with 10 points for the Seminoles. Georgia Tech going to take it past half court. DeVoe dribbles to the left wing. DeVoe left baseline dribble. Lost the handle. Ball's in the ground. Scooped up by Georgia Tech in a late fall from behind. I think it's on Copsa-Risa. It is. 8th personal foul by Florida State as Georgia Tech will go into the bonus once again coming up after the timeout and shoot the 1-1. Liberty is in the Atlantic Sun. So we go to a timeout currently now. 7:21 second half. And a tie game even at 50. It's a rough game here. Rough game. Let's see. I'm going to take a look at... I'm going to give you guys scoreboard updates in just a moment. Turnovers forced and turnovers per game are 2 of the stat columns I want to keep you guys updated with. So, turnover champs right now. Georgia Tech is leading the turnover margin, plus 15. 6 turnovers tonight by Georgia Tech, 21 turnovers by Florida State. Turnovers per game. Fewest turnovers per game is these teams. Wisconsin is number 1. Villanova is number 2. Virginia 3. Iowa 4. Liberty Number 5, which Florida State might draw up in the bracket tomorrow. Liberty averages around 9 turnovers per game. They might draw them up in the bracket tomorrow. Unbelievable. Colgate is averaging around 10 turnovers per game. Top 10 nationally. Drake is averaging around 10 turnovers per game. Number 10 nationally. Other teams in their fewest turnovers per game. Houston, top 25. These teams are in the tournament. Texas Tech, top 30. UNC Greensboro, top 30. That's another team that they could draw up in the bracket as a 13 versus 4. St. Bonaventure in the top 35. UC Santa Barbara in the top 35 for fewest turnovers per game. And UC Santa Barbara has some ball players on that team. They got 2 top 100 recruits on that team. They could potentially pull off an upset first round as we go to a timeout. Now we're going to go to most turnovers forced and see what we get. These are some teams to keep an eye on that will be in the tournament for turnovers forced. Yeah, I agree. If Georgia Tech hits their shots, they're beating Florida State by around 15 to 20. Turnovers forced per game. Abilene Christian. Abilene Christian's the top team, forcing an average of 20 turnovers per game. They could potentially destroy Florida State's bracket too. Same as a team like Winthrop, top 20 for Winthrop in turnovers forced. Quick scoreboard update now for college hoops. North Texas leading Western Kentucky second half with 16 minutes remaining. 36 to 29. Abilene Christian, as we speak, is looking to go to the tournament dancing as they are crushing Nichols 34 to 19 in the Southland tournament final. New Mexico State, Grand Canyon U, all tied up at 9 in the WAC tournament final. Eastern Washington going dancing. They won over Montana State in the Big Sky Championship 65 to 55. As we go right back over into this game into action. Georgia Tech going to go to the line in the bonus shoot in the 1-on-1. First free throw. Got it by Georgia Tech. Florida State size versus Georgia Tech scrappiness to commit turnovers. That's going to be the difference in the game. What a matchup we have. Both of the free throws good by Georgia Tech. Yellow Jackets by 2. Top rebounder tonight, Copes Arisa for FSU with 9 rebounds. And then for Georgia Tech, Moses Wright with 7 boards. Florida State has it. 7 minutes left to go. As they will dribble drive inside. Clear lane with an easy layup goes down by MJ Walker. Tied up at 52 even. Less than 7 left to play. Georgia Tech with only 5 personal fouls second half. Florida State with 8. That's why GT is in the bonus. Georgia Tech basketball, top of the key, Sturdivant. Hands it off to the right wing. Jacks up a 3 by DeVoe. Sinks it. Big triple by Georgia Tech. They lead by 3. Florida State will have the ball right back. They're going to dribble past half court. Raekwon Gray at the left wing perimeter. Now they back their way. Moves out to the top. Swings it out left wing. Ball into the hands here of MJ Walker. He will dribble, and he's stripped of the basketball. Turnover, number 22, as Georgia Tech gets their 13th steal of the game. They take a jumper from 3, missed it. Rebound back over to Florida State. Scrappy game tonight played by Georgia Tech. 6:10 left to go. Florida State has it. Barnes at the top of the key. MJ Walker with a bunch of turnovers tonight. Barnes drives inside, splits defenders, puts it to a 1-point game. That's good for 2 with a layup. What a game. Attacking the basket, Florida State's been doing that. Turnovers look like this. Florida State with 8 turnovers tonight by MJ Walker. 5 turnovers by Scotty Barnes. Georgia Tech floats up the shot, and that'll be a foul. MJ Walker has more turnovers than Georgia Tech has combined as a team. 8 turnovers tonight by MJ Walker compared to 6 as a team by Georgia Tech. Michael DeVoe has got 2 turnovers. The rest of the team for Georgia Tech has 1 each with Parham, Usher, Wright, and Moore. Unbelievable. Georgia Tech just got fouled. They're at the free throw line. That's the 9th personal in the second half by Florida State. First one is good. Preston, welcome to the stream here. Free throw number 2 coming up by Georgia Tech by Michael DeVoe. That one is good. 57 to 54 to score. Florida State has combined for almost 40 turnovers in the past 2 nights. 5:40 left to go here. Florida State has it at the right elbow. Barnes dribbles down by 3 at the right corner baseline. We do have a foul. I think it's on Georgia Tech. That's going to be their 6th on the reach-in. So they have the foul to give. So Florida State will get the inbound underneath their hoop. It's going to be Scotty Barnes, the passer. Pass it out right corner. Moves out to the top of the key to Osborne. Osborne passes over to Calhoun. Calhoun passes and fingertips, butterfingers out of bounds. Malik Osborne couldn't drag in the basketball, couldn't haul it in, and that's turnover number 23 for Florida State. Jeez. This team is really asking us to not even move them onto the second round. So that's what they're asking us to do. 5:20 left to go. Georgia Tech has it. And Georgia Tech dribbles. Try to dribble into a double team off the knee out of bounds. That's turnover number 7 for the Yellow Jackets. Yeah, North Texas still up. Appreciate with the update. 39-31 over Western Kentucky. Close game, and I don't know how in the world this game is close with Florida State having turnovers like these. 57-54. FSU about to get the inbound back. They will take a pass half court with Scotty Barnes. Barnes moves over top of the key to Gray. Gray at the left wing. Takes it, attacks the lane inside, puts up the shot, missed it, he gets fouled. So Raekwon Gray is going to go to line shoot 2. Yeah, this is rough, man. Just a rough game. Georgia Tech can't drill 3 as Florida State turns over the basketball too many times. And these ACC teams, I don't know how long I'm going to be putting these teams in the bracket. Really not. I'm not high in this conference at all. I'm not high in I'm not high in the Pac-12. Not high in the Big East for quite a bit of those teams. Not high in the ACC either. Lance, welcome to the stream. Loves these barn burners though. It's good that it's a close game. It's good that this game has been close. Raekwon Gray at the line. He missed the first shooting foul. Shooting 2. Second one's up. He gets that one. That one's through. 2-point game. 5 minutes left to go. Georgia Tech has it at the right wing perimeter. Moves out right baseline. Puts it up and in off the glass. Good for 2 by Georgia Tech with a cut to the bucket by Alvarado. With 5 minutes left to go. Florida State will have the ball right back. Who will win? Tennessee, Winthrop. I'll go Winthrop. Early prediction right there. Drive to the basket. Missed it. And rebound back to Georgia Tech up by 4. This is the Yellow Jackets game. Going to try to take it the distance. Big collision. And a foul. This should be 2 at the line coming up by Georgia Tech as they are in the double bonus. Jordan Usher just got slammed. Right down to the ground. Raekwon. Yeah, it was Sadar Calhoun. Lined up with Raekwon Gray and both of them just took him out. Yeah, same with me behind New York fan. I'm not high in some of the SEC teams, especially the back of the pack teams like Florida. That's going to be in the tournament as well. 59-55 to score. Yeah, this has been a rough game. Florida State's asking me to put whoever they play against in the first round to beat them. They really are. If they play against UNC Greensboro, I like Florida State in that matchup. If they play against Liberty, I do not like them in that matchup. I really don't. This team went from a Final Four team with me 2 weeks ago to me covering their last 2 nights, turning it over for 40-plus turnovers in the last 2 nights combined. To me dropping them all the way from the Final Four to a first-round exit. First free throw is good. 60-55. Georgia Tech, they are hot on a 7-game winning streak, but these numbers a little bit inflated in my opinion, playing in a ACC that's been lackluster this season. 4:20 left to go. Florida State has the basketball right wing perimeter. They dribble, kicks it back out to the right corner. FSU has it with MJ Walker. Walker moves it out to the right corner. Shot fake. They need to get urgent with 4:10 left to go. They're down by 6. Passes left corner 3. Walker all alone. Drills it. That's where Florida State's going to burn you. And that's exactly what they did right there. Wide open at the left corner. They left MJ Walker. This team is selective from three, and they just drilled down a three-point triple by a 44% shooter, top 5 in the conference. 3:50 remaining. Georgia Tech has it. Top of the key. They take the three straight away. Hit the front rim. No good. Offensive rebound as they keep it. And a foul by Florida State. Bad fouls, too, by Florida State. Just let them get the rebounds. They were trying to force the tie-up, but they reached in. If this is a Big 12 game, that's a tie-up. That's a tie-up if you're taking on a team like Texas or Texas Tech. But no. That's a reach-in with Florida State. So Georgia Tech will go back to the double bonus after a timeout. Sorry to hear that, Treeper. With the bid thieves. Yeah, Georgetown's the only one tonight so far. Oregon State might have a chance to steal a bid, though. Florida State in this game tonight because of them on the glass. 31-23, their favor on the boards, +8 on the glass, and also they've hit 7 threes. Georgia Tech has had struggles all game long drilling threes. They're 22% from three. Florida State's 58% from three. Grand Canyon looking good up against New Mexico State, trying to be the top team in the WAC this year, trying to make the transition and pass over to Torch, 17-9, Grand Canyon. Quick scoreboard update. Western Kentucky has battled its way back, down by 6 though against North Texas. 11.5 left to go in the Conference USA Final. 39-33 North Texas. Abilene Christian, they were up by like 14, and now only up by 5 against Nichols, 34-29. Grand Canyon looking good. They just drilled a 3, so they're up, or they just hit a 2, so they're up by 10, 19-9. Yes, I'm still sticking with Baylor to make the Final Four. Big 12 basketball, the caliber of the Big 12 compared to the other conferences, besides the Big 10, it's incredible. Which two bubble teams will benefit by Kansas and Virginia opting out of the NCAA tournament? I'll go St. Louis and Colorado State. So if both of those teams opt out, St. Louis and Colorado State should be the backup teams. Potentially like a team close to that would be a Wichita State or Utah State if there's more bid thieves tonight. So welcome in, held on to the stream here. Yeah, I don't think they're going to fall to a 6. I think they're going to be a 4, and I think they might draw up a Liberty as a 4. Because Florida State, yeah, so right now they're a 4 seed. Virginia's not playing, and Creighton was the other 4 and got blown out. So Creighton will stay a 5, potentially maybe even drop back a seed line for Creighton, getting blown out tonight against the Georgetown. Yes, I agree. I think Winthrop's going to be the team that upsets Virginia if they play. Looks like the Pac-12 championship team game's going to play in just a moment. Whoever Winthrop plays, I think they should be nervous. I'm really not high in these 4 seeds right now at the moment. I do like West Virginia still, though. They got a great backcourt. I'm hoping that West Virginia can draw up a UNC Greensboro because I love him in that matchup. UNC Greensboro is one player against West Virginia who plays as a whole collective unit and could hit shots. 61-58. First free throw is good. Georgia Tech drills at the line. They're shooting 2. And a double bonus. What seed is Liberty going to be? Probably a 13. Which would draw up Florida State with them or Virginia. Both of them probably going to be 4 seeds. Second free throw missed. 62-58 to score. 3:38 left to go. Florida State down by 4. They have the basketball. Seminoles dribble now at the right wing perimeter with Scotty Barnes. Barnes passes over to the right baseline. Turn it over. Oh, man. Just so many bad miscues by Florida State. If they even win this game, you got to be kidding me. 24 turnovers. Jose Alvarado got the steal. And Alvarado tonight has got his 4th steal of the game. For Alvarado, 3:10 remaining. He's one of the top stealers in the nation. Georgia Tech attacks inside. Good with a layup for 2. 3 minutes remaining here, guys. Florida State will have the basketball. Top of the key, Raekwon Gray. Gray moves it over to Walker. Walker takes the three straight away. Hit the front rim, no good. Tipped up in the air. Offensive rebound of size. Too good for Florida State. Puts it back up and in for two by Scotty Barnes. That's how they're going to win the game. King of the glass tonight for FSU. That's why they're in this game all game long. Just controlling the glass. Yeah, that's the last time a Pac-12 team won it, back in '97 with Arizona. Oh boy, UC Irvine, UC Santa Barbara. That's another team that could be a bid stealer. I'm looking at you, UCSB. I really like UCSB. They got two top 100 recruits at some point in their college, in their high school time over to college in their transition for that UC Santa Barbara team. UC Irvine, also, they're not new to the tournament. They upset Kansas State 2 years ago, and that was a 13 versus 4. There's going to be at least one 13 versus 4, potentially two. I'm just not high in these 4s this year. And the 12 versus 5s, I think there's going to be at least 1, 2. Potentially more. I think there's going to be more upsets than usual this year with these mid-major teams. 64-60. Georgia Tech going to get the inbound up by 4. 2:40 left to go as they have the basketball for Georgia Tech. They have the top of the key with Sturdivant. Sturdivant dribble drive inside. Kicks it out to the left corner. Shot fake. They will take it. Oh! Throws it down. Jordan Usher with a slam. GT by 6 in this game. 2:20 left to go. Florida State has it. Backs his way. Spin move. Shot fake. Puts it up. Got it. And that's good up and in off the glass for 2 by Anthony Polite. Treeper looking for Colorado tonight. Over Oregon State, does not want a bid thief. Thomas looking for Georgia Tech out in this one. I agree, Bradley. They went from being a Final Four team when they were crushing Clemson and Virginia when they beat them by 21 like 2-3 weeks ago. They've gone from a Final Four team, in my opinion now, to a first round exit. By the way that they have played tonight. Not looking good. Wow, Preston taking UC Irvine tonight. I'm going to go UCSB. Huge throwdown. Georgia Tech wants this more. Georgia Tech wants this more. 66-62. If I'm Florida State, I'm scared tomorrow if you draw a Liberty in the bracket. Liberty has 2 power conference victories as well. They won, let's see here. I'm going to draw up who they won. (66-62) with 2:05 left to go. Liberty beat Mississippi State and South Carolina, so 2 SEC teams, but still, power conference victories are better than anything. And they beat South Carolina by 16. They've been really disappointing this year. 2 minutes left remaining. Two minutes left to go, and Georgia Tech just got fouled. So, Florida State is yet to cut down on the fouls. It's going to send Sturdivant, 76% free throw shooter, in the double bonus. What a pickup from USC transfer from. First free throw, missed it. Yeah, they're just too inconsistent with these turnovers for FSU. Second free throw coming up at the line by Sturdivant, and he drills it. Georgia Tech leads it by 5. Paul's still doing the scoreboard watch. Trying to see when the last time they won it. Minute 50 left to go. (67-62). Florida State missed a shot, no good. Rebound back over to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech was great in the early 2000s. They have won 3 ACC championships, it looks like. The last one back in 1993, even though they went to the Final Four back in 2004. Georgia Tech attacking the bucket, drives inside, and we're going to have another foul. This Bosa Kopsa-Risa picks up the personal foul, and that's his 4th. Way too many fouls tonight by Florida State. Yeah, Arisa just tackles the man. I saw that last year with him. Just tackles the man down to the ground. They've gave this game away. 2 free throws coming up by Jordan Usher off the line for Georgia Tech. 1:19 left to go. First free throw, drills it. They are running away with it now. Second free throw by Usher. Gets it. Up by 7 for GT. They want it more. 1:15 remaining. Barnes at the right wing perimeter. He dribbles, takes it down the lane, floats up the shot. Air ball, offensive rebound. Arisa got it blocked from behind. They do get it back though, puts it up, and that's good for 2. Up and in off the backboard. 69-64. 1:04 left to go. And a timeout taken by Florida State. This is just sad for Florida State that they were on a roll, crushing teams, and now they look like this. Yeah, last conference tournament they won, I believe, was back in 1993. They were tournament champions. Yeah, I think around like 8, most likely. I think they're ranked lower by, or put seated lower by Lunardi. I think he has them around like a 10 or a 9, so probably an 8 for Georgia Tech. 1:04 remaining. Western Kentucky, good for them. If they win that game, they could bust the bracket, win a first-round game. North Texas has the defense, and their defense is just cracked in the second half. Good to see for Western Kentucky. They're up by 1 now over North Texas, 40-39. Conference USA title game. Yeah, I agree. North Carolina would have taken this game tonight. I agree. Charles Bassey needs to be in the tournament. He needs to make some noise in the tournament. They could potentially upset Creighton first round. If Western Kentucky gets matched up with Creighton as like a 12 versus 5, they can upset them first round. That will never be in round 1. Gonzaga versus Florida State. That's more like a Sweet 16 matchup if both of them make it there. Most dangerous 8 or 9 seed to beat Baylor, Gonzaga, or Illinois. I would take UConn. UConn can defend the perimeter. It's just sometimes their offense stalls out sometimes. But from time to time, we've seen glimpses that UConn's offense can be electric, like a week ago against Georgetown. They put up 98 on the board. First free throw good by Georgia Tech. They get fouled. They're back at the line shooting 2. 1:02 left to go. That second free throw is good. Yeah, it's basically all about the matchups. If your team has a lot of front court problems, I think Western Kentucky is good inside interior. And that's where they could go to. Hook shot missed off the mark. See, if they take on a team like Virginia, that's going to be tough. Virginia's very good at the front court. Virginia would get upset with a team that drills threes, like constantly. I want to see 3-pointers made per game. Virginia lost to San Francisco because San Francisco, all they do is attempt threes. Free throw number 1. Florida State drills it. 49 seconds left to go. Second free throw and FSU gets it. That's good. So still in this game. Yeah, 3-pointers made per game. Oral Roberts, the name to know. They take a bunch of threes and drill them down. At the right wing perimeter, Florida State going to set it up. 42 seconds left to go. As they dribble, they're double-teamed and the foul picked up by Florida State. or actually the clock was stopped before, actually a timeout. So before they fouled, before they had made the contact, Georgia Tech took a timeout actually. So Georgia Tech took the timeout, 39 seconds left to go. So no foul call. Florida State was about to, and then GT took the timeout. I'm looking at the teams that take like a bunch of threes, make them per game. Liberty is another one of those teams. Very well they could face on that line. San Francisco's number 7 in most made threes per game. Liberty is number 8, same as Baylor. Oral Roberts is number 1. They make around they make over 11 3-point shots per game for Oral Roberts. And then the 3 percentage is something to track too. BYU is great from 3. 39 seconds left to go. Inbound, top of the key. Georgia Tech going to dribble straight away, and that will be a reach and foul by Florida State. So Georgia Tech right back to the bonus. Florida State as well is in the bonus currently. This ending to this game is taking so long. 37 seconds left to go. Yeah, upsets do happen. My prediction, though, Gonzaga, Baylor in the final, but honestly, anything could happen in March Madness. Looks like the Beavers just tipped off there against Colorado. Oh boy. Oregon State looking to steal another bid in the bracket. What a season. Both of the free throws go down by Georgia Tech. Final 32 seconds. Florida State scores with a quick bucket. They lay it up and in. They're right into this game. It's just Georgia Tech hasn't been able to miss yet at the line. Chandler, welcome onto the stream. Good for Western Kentucky. That's great. Thanks so much for the update there. 31 seconds remaining. Inbound Georgia Tech. Ooh, Georgia Tech passes underneath. Bounce pass over to Sturdivant. And Florida State was looking for a travel, and they didn't get that call. So Georgia Tech will go to the line. Score prediction tomorrow. Illinois versus Ohio State. I'm going to take Illinois in that one tomorrow, 83-76. Georgia Tech indeed going to the tournament on a 7-game win streak. They were going to the tournament either way if they lost this game tonight. First free throw is good. Second one, Georgia Tech drills it down. Florida State takes it inside, missed the first shot, got the tip in. Good for 2. 5-point game, inbound Georgia Tech. They have it. Great guard play all game long here by Georgia Tech. And that's going to be a foul. So Florida State commits another foul. 22.3 seconds left to go. Jose Alvarado, top free throw shooter in the ACC, gets the ball in his hands, and he's going to go back to the line shooting 2. Alvarado, first free throw. Top in the conference, he just missed it, though. Second shot coming at the line, he hits it. Up by 6. Florida State out of timeouts. Georgia Tech with 1 timeout left. Florida State gets the inbound. Barnes has it. Barnes will take a pass half court. Passes right corner. Shot fake. Over to the right wing. Barnes jacks up a 3, and he drills it. So this game ain't over yet. 17 seconds remaining. Scotty Barnes with a huge 3. Georgia Tech now with the ball. Florida State looking to force a turnover. It's close. Able to get it around. Oh, ball's poked loose. It's up in the air. Contact. And a foul at half court. It's on Florida State, I believe. Clock will stop in 9 seconds. Ooh, Georgia Tech, one of their key players is still down. Jose Alvarado, they need him. He is down, and good to see he's able to get back up on his feet there. Alvarado will go to line shoot too. 9 seconds left to go. What a play right there. Yes, I'll be doing a live reaction to the selection show tomorrow. Yeah, that's Grand Canyon's game. Looking good against New Mexico State. Florida State almost forced a turnover. That was close. Looks like 4 number 1 seeds in the Masters Final Four. Free throws here at the line. The first one is good. Goes down by Alvarado. Second free throw, Alvarado drills it. Clutch at the free throw line, top shooter in the conference when it comes to free throws. 9 seconds remaining, Florida State about to get the inbound. The Seminoles pass it, they're going to dribble past half court now. At the right wing, stripped to the basketball, nothing is new. Georgia Tech going dancing with a layup with a second left to go as their bench cheers right here as they're going to get the W. Jose Alvarado. The icing on the cake tonight with a steal in the layup in this one. It's going to go final in just a moment. 0.6 seconds left to go. Turnover number 25 tonight by Florida State. Florida State has first round exit written all over them if they draw up a tough matchup in the first round. Georgia Tech tonight came to play scrappy. 15 steals as a team. Alvarado with 5 of those. Everybody had a steal besides Moore inside the starting 5. Georgia Tech tonight had 8 separate players that had steals in this game. 4 of those players had 2 steals each. 2 of those players had 1 steal each. And Jose Alvarado had 5 steals tonight for Georgia Tech. Unbelievable game. They shot the ball just 22% from 3, but forced 15 steals the Yellow Jackets had, turning it over Florida State 25 times. I agree, the Killer Bee. Georgia Tech, they went from losing their first 2 games against Georgia State and Mercer to winning their last 8 straight games in a row to close out the end of this year. Georgia Tech committed a foul there because their bench was cheering and went onto the court. So Florida State at the line, and they hit 2 free throws at the line. It's 80-75. 0.6 seconds left to go. Nothing you can do, though. Wow, yeah. I had them Final Four like around 3 weeks ago. All the way to how they've been playing this week. They have first round exit, in my opinion, written all over them. Really do. Just don't have a secure ball handler, and this team losing the handles constantly. This game has gone final. Georgia Tech has won it 80-75, as they are your ACC champions. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. Florida State just, you knew it would eventually come up to them. That the turnover's been miscues, and it's not looking good for them. So tomorrow I'll be back. 2 live streams I'll be covering tomorrow. SEC Championship with LSU versus Alabama. And then as well, I'll be covering after that one the Big Ten Tournament Championship. I'll be covering as we'll have Illinois versus Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship Final. Really appreciate all for stopping by, being a part here, as well as Selection Sunday. I'll be covering my live reactions tomorrow to Selection Sunday, so make sure to be there if you guys would like to stop on by. Selection Sunday, going to be a good night for tomorrow, everyone. Incredible. Before I do sign off, if anybody would like to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge, feel free to do so. Just post the link out in the chat there. Anyone's welcome to. It's a you can sign up if you guys would like, and also just make sure when you do sign up, make sure to put your channel name in there when you do sign up, so I do know who you are when you do sign up for the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge. So that's a wrap, everybody. Going to close out here to the members. We got 12 members on the stream: Jack, Jason, Aaron, Dawad, Edwin, the sports expert, Warren, Manon Hayes, Robert Mays, Someone Ye, me by Aiden, and A2 the GOAT, #GXC. Appreciate all for stopping by tonight. Georgia Tech the ACC champions in the tournament for 2021. Unbelievable. What a run. They won, like, 1 week ago. They weren't even in the tournament bracket. And then they pull off 8 straight victories in a row to close out the ACC season. And it's their first ACC championship since 1993. Unbelievable. That's a wrap here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate it all for stopping by. This is Behind Arc Basketball. And enjoy the rest of your Saturday night.